Have you revised the previous thing?
Yeah.
So what we were doing in last class? See, probably this would be the last lecture, maybe. What I think, because I'm going to complete this divergence in Stokes theorem today. Means we'll do one question on each theorem, okay, and the theory part
So
and the
what today?
explanation part.
So how many do we need?
I think will be able to finish this today by itself.
Today we'll finish the whole thing.
Yes, we'll do one question on each
All.
theorem.
Okay.
Are you ready for that? Like we will be finishing, like we'll be having one question on each theorem and the explanation part. I'm left with one, two, three, four, 5 pages only in my notes.
Yes.
I know it's not like much practice on questions, but we'll be able to finish at
Yeah.
least the
Sure.
the question
That
a
improves the
lot.
tempo.
Yeah.
And I had one question. If I get the option to start, if in that document, if I get the option to start from options calculus or from what we started with in our sessions,
Hmm.
what should I start with? Because there is risk reward either way.
Hmm.
So what do you think?
Option calculus.
Math 31B, and if you open that document on your phone
Oh,
or something,
just a second. Just a second.
yeah.
Yeah. Math 31A is yeah, those basic stuff. And
Or should I start with 31B or 32A? I think you start with 32A and I should revise properly from what we studied because it is fresh also in my mind.
32, 32A.
A.
That
A is what
32A.
we started with.
Yeah. So that's basically we have started from uh, 15.1 from 32A. From your syllabus, we started with 15.1, right? It was
Yeah.
like up to
Yeah.
me from where I should start with. So I have started with multivariable function. So that is like 15.1. And before that, like from 13.1 to that stuff 14.5.6, that we haven't done. And
Hmm.
yeah, okay. I try to cover those stuff
Because
sometimes in between.
what I noticed was that Taylor series or anything we understood we have done it, but
Hmm.
that does not come in the future anywhere. At least so far it hasn't come. So does it come anywhere or is it done? Like is there any further thing or is that only if people who are studying mathematics get it and engineering people don't get it that much?
No, it's like it's just 31B, right? So that is there itself. Now it's up to you. Like
Because
you,
till
we already
33, if you
done that.
scroll down,
We
till
already done that 31B.
yeah, so which means it does not come again for more
No,
than
no, it
2 years.
won't come. No, it won't come.
Then I think I can start from 32A, right?
32A, yeah.
Since it is fresh also, we did it.
Yes, yes. You can start from the beginning, 13.1, and start revising that. And like if you
Yeah.
want to, since this first year syllabus is basically 31 31A and 31B, right? These are these two sections are the first year
A,
syllabus, isn't it?
31A, 31B, 32A is the first year syllabus. But
32A.
since we have done IB 31A, we can't. 31A we've already satisfied since we've done.
Yes.
We can't do 31A. That's
Yes.
already done.
Yeah.
The option is between whether to start from 31B or 32A.
So
Most
you
of the
start
people are
with
starting from
32A.
32A
You
only.
start with 32A because it's fresh
Yeah.
to your mind and you can revise that, so you will understand this properly. Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
And 13.1, you start with the first lecture, like first section, that is vectors in the plane.
Yeah. Because I already started doing option calculus from your videos.
Yes.
But then I stopped midway when I realized that I can skip the whole thing
Hmm.
altogether.
That videos is very fast forward, like it's like I try to cover one chapter in one lecture, so that's
Yeah,
like
no, but it's good. Like I understood very fast because we had also done it, right? In
yeah,
person, we had done
yeah,
it
yeah,
a couple of times. Then
yes.
it was like a review for me. It was
Hmm.
review, not from scratch. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's,
So should we start this now?
yeah.
Let's finish this, then we'll plan what should we do next. Okay. Okay. So in previous class we were discussing about the surface area, right? We were discussing about the surface area. That surface no longer
Yeah.
on a plane. It's it's in a space,
Hmm.
right? If the surface is in
Space. Yeah.
space, we could even find out the area, right? And if suppose we have a like if we have mass density function, God bless you. If we have mass density function here like this, so this will give you the mass of that plate, okay, that is in the space. Okay, it's not on xy plane now. Before, like as an application of double integral, we could find out the mass of the plate, mass of the lamina which is on xy plane. Okay, means we could find out the mass of
Now it's
any
in
planar
XYZ space.
surface, any planar region. Now this region is like basically a surface which is in a space, right? So we could even find out the mass as well as the area of that surface. Got the idea here so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we'll extend our topic to find out like what is vector field. If suppose now imagine that surface is in a vector field. Okay. So what will happen? Like in Green's theorem, we were talking about Green's theorem. In that case, we have a line integral. We could find out the work done if we want. If suppose one particle move from one position to another, from one point to another, the work has to be done because since that curve is in the influence of vector field. Okay, what is vector field? What is vector field?
Is a vector field is like current or gravitation.
Yes, it's flow of something, some substance, flow of some
It's like a
matter.
vector quantity in yeah.
It's flow of some substance. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay,
Each
so
point, each flow of a substance. Each point is a vector.
yeah, each point will give you a set of vectors. This is vector field is a basically system of vectors,
Vector.
but in like in basic understanding, the vector field is basically a flow of some substance, right? That substance could be gravitational field, electric field, whatever. Okay, so now now the idea here is the vector field is passing through the surface. Okay, now this divergence Stokes theorem works on that idea. Okay, so far that while discussing about the Green's theorem, the the surface or the curve was planar. Do you remember that? In Green's theorem, whatever
Yeah.
curve we consider, that was planar curve, that was on a plane. Okay, now
planning. Yeah.
since the surface could be in space, so that's why we started with the surface integral. We did that. Now we are entering into the influence of vector field, okay, on that surface. So write down, if f a vector field contains a surface S, then f describes the velocity of flow or field at any point across the surface. Okay. If f a vector field contains a surface S, then f describe the velocity, okay, velocity of field at any point across the surface. Now the amount of flow or the volume of flow across any point, okay, across the surface. So we start with considering a point. So amount of flow or the volume of flow across any point on the surface, normal to the surface, along the normal to the surface, is called what? Do you remember in physics we did that? Like
The amount of flow
the
normal to a
amount of,
surface.
yes, the volume or the amount of flow of such vector field through a small region, through a small surface, okay, is called flux.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, you remember? So write down
Yeah.
the the rate of flow or the amount or volume of flow across normal to the surface is called the flux. Okay, now you can draw the diagram that represent flux. So our surface is in three-dimensional surface now. Okay, this is S, our surface. Now I'm taking small part of that surface as Sij. Okay, let's say this is Sij. Okay, as we divide the whole region in Riemann, like the Riemann segments, we can say. Okay, so this is Sij. Now the normal to the surface is here. The unit vector normal to the surface is denoted by n cap, and our f, the flux, the vector field, is going that way. Okay, so the normal component, like the component of the vector field along n bar or n cap, is considered as the flux. Okay, so the amount of
That is
vector
flux. Yeah.
field, yeah, the amount of vector field along, you know, along n cap is called flux. So we can write the general formula for this formula, or you can say the description. The vector field dot normal at any point on surface into really small piece small piece of surface, a small area. So this gives you the flux. Okay, the amount or the volume of the vector field along normal
That is the so
flux. Now see
into small piece of
this is
surface.
yeah. So this is the amount
That
of
is into
vector
right
field.
that
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, okay, yeah. So that's a so that's the product of the result of the dot product, right?
Yes. Yes.
You multiply that the result and
Yes. We
yeah.
yeah. Vector field is a vector quantity. Normal is also a vector quantity. We took the dot product of that and multiplied with the scalar quantity. Okay, so that will give you the amount of flux along normal. Okay, for that particular small
Yeah.
area, right? If I want to find out the amount of flux passing through the entire surface, so what we do in calculus, like this is for the small area, so what we generally do to find out the total and the amount of amount of vector field passing through the entire surface. So what we do generally, like in calculus,
We we can take double integral.
integrals, yes. So we'll do double integration because we have two direction here. We can consider two direction x and y.
Yeah.
So the surface integral, so that we already talked about the surface integral. Okay. So the surface integral of f over s is this. Okay, this we already talked before. This is the surface integral where f was like this, capital F was just a function. We consider that as a mass density function sometime, right? Now that mass density function has been replaced by this vector field. Okay, so one and same idea, but this will give you the flux. Okay, now double integral over this vector field dotted with normal vector, okay, through the surface S is called a flux integral. Okay,
Yeah.
now if suppose the fluid or the vector field passes through the surface has some mass density, like if suppose we have a fluid has a mass density at a point denoted by rho. Okay, then what this quantity gives us? See, this is if you
Ma-
write, yes, yes, if you simply write f and cap ds, this will give you the amount of flux, right? The amount of flux passing through the
yeah.
surface, right? Now if you multiply this by the mass density function, what it will give us? The mass of,
Mass
yes, mass of the flux, okay, passes through
flux.
the
Yeah.
entire surface. So if fluid has a mass density at a point denoted by rho xyz, then this quantity gives us the mass of fluid flowing across S. Okay, mass of fluid across S. Now, do you remember the surface integral? Little bit. See, we had a surface, okay, which is denoted as f of x comma y comma z. but we have to use double integral. So what we did, we used the parametric surface, right? We have converted that x,
Yeah.
we took trivial substitution like x is equal to u, y is
Mhm.
equal to v, and then we have converted z is
We.
equal to in terms of u and v. Do you remember those stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
This is what we did last class.
yes, yes, yes. So similarly, like if suppose now keep everything in your mind, like because we are going to this entire topic, the this divergence theorem and Stokes theorem, we'll get back to the entire topic now. Okay, so
Yeah.
this for
Just one second, just one pause, like 1 second.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So our vector field is f is equal to p I cap q j cap plus r k cap, right? Now this double integral over through vector field f over surface S is nothing but the flux. So the flux is considered along the normal vector. So this gives the flux, right? So this can also be written as, because see, we already have the idea how to convert this ds to dA, right? We already know that. How do we convert that ds to dA? We consider the projection of surface, some 3D surface on xy plane, right? We consider the projection of that surface on xy plane, right? So we convert that ds to dA. Uh, okay, I'm writing down the formula first here, like this. Okay, that projection of s over xy plane is written as d because r is being repeated. So that is pg of
Yeah.
its partial derivative of g with respect to x, qg partial derivative g with respect to y, plus r dA. Okay, so this is basically the formula here. But how do we get that? That's the question. So if you remember that we have the parametric surface, which is x is equal to u, y is equal to v, and z is equal to g of u comma v, right? Remember? So to convert
This
the
substitution.
surface integral, yeah, to convert the surface integral into dA form, like ds to dA, we found the cross product Ru with Rv, right? This is a parametric form here.
Yeah.
So Ijk, you can refer the previous notes basically. So 1,
Yeah.
okay, for this it is 1 0 0, 1 0 1 0, and partial derivative of g with respect to u, right? Hmm?
Yeah.
We have to find out the partial derivative with respect to u, right? So if you find partial derivative of this with respect to u, you will get 1. Partial derivative of y with respect to u will be 0.
Zero.
And partial derivative of g with respect to u is basically that we have already written here. So you can get the next row as 0 1, partial derivative of g with respect to v.
zero one LC and LP. Yeah.
right? So if you find the determinant here, so that is partial derivative g with respect to u I cap minus partial derivative g with respect to v j cap plus k cap, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the idea was like this surface integral is converted into like d. Okay, the s is that s is the this d is the projection of that s. Okay, remember that d is the projection of s on xy plane. Okay, so this
Yeah.
can be converted in this way that we already done,
Did.
right? So we can replace this ds here by this form. Okay, and we already know the vector product of ru and rv is this. Now if you find out the dot product of f, okay, f with this, what will you get? Will you get this? If you find the dot product
Yeah.
of
We
that
should.
vector field with this vector product, you will get this, isn't it? And here you can observe that s is
Yeah.
s has been changed from ds to da, and our region is also changed from s to d, where d is the projection of s on xy plane. You understood everything here, like so far, all these terms. Okay, so you can write that d is projection of g is equal to g x comma y onto xy plane. Okay, for surface z is equal to g x comma y. Okay, so this partial derivative with respect to partial derivative of g with respect to x, partial derivative of g with respect to y. So here the parameter has been changed from u v to xy. I just consider, see, sometimes you will see you can replace u and v by x and y only. Okay, and this parameter is basically xy. So no need to repeat the terms, like no need to have another terms. If we set x is equal to x, y is equal to y, g is equal to g of x comma y. Okay, and you can find out rx cross ry. Okay, see, there is no u and v in this. Did you notice that there is no u and v? It is just partial derivative g with respect
Got.
to x, partial derivative g with respect to y. To make you understand, I
With
took u and v
respect to
in
what?
the previous class. Okay, now
Got.
we can put
Yeah.
x is equal to x, y is equal to y, and g is equal to g of x comma y. Okay, and this will give you uh, the ds is being converted to da by this formula. So what need to focus here is this formula. So the flux, okay, so amount of flux is nothing but this double integral minus p g partial derivative g with respect to x minus q partial derivative g with respect to y plus r. Since r is being r we already used, so I have used d for the region. Okay,
Yeah.
So write down question on this. Find flux of F across surface bound by z is equal to 1 minus x square minus y square and x square plus y square is equal to 1, where flow is described by F is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus z cap. So we have to find out flux here. Okay, so we just observe the formula of flux is equal to F dot n bar ds, which is same as minus p g with respect to x minus q partial into g with respect to y plus r dA, right?
Yeah. So
Yes. So you
eleven
can mark
minus
P,
two.
Q, and R. What is P, Q, and R here? Have they given P, Q, R?
P Q and R is
Hmm.
uh, yes.
See, these are the component of vector field, right? So this is P, Q, and
Yeah.
R, right?
That's the YZ.
And G, X, comma Y. So let say Z is already given. Z is equal to 1 minus x square minus y square. So that Z is nothing but G of x comma y, right? So which is 1 minus x square minus y square. This is one and same thing. This is on
So
xy
GX
plane.
becomes
See, this x square plus y square is equal to 1 is on xy plane. So the function which is relevant here is z is equal to 1 minus x square minus y square. So that is nothing but g of x comma y. Okay. So we can find out the partial derivative of this with respect to x and with respect
minus 2x and then
minus 2x and
minus 2y. Yeah.
minus 2y. Okay. Now we can simply plug
2y.
this information to find out the flux in this formula. D. Okay, and what is P here?
P,
X
minus P minus x.
minus X.
So plus 2x
Yeah,
squared
we'll do that. Minus
plus
2x
2x squared plus,
plus Z dA.
plus 2y squared plus 2
Yeah,
squared
we'll do that.
plus z dA. Yeah.
Yes. So 2x square plus 2y square plus Z dA. Okay, this dA is the projection of the surface on xy plane, right? This that area is basically
Yeah.
dA is the area. Okay, this region D define the projection of the surface on xy plane, right? So let's draw the region here on xy plane, xy. So we are given two equation. Z is equal to 1 minus x square minus y square, x square plus y square is equal to 1, right? So on xy plane both are relevant here. So on xy plane z is equal to 0.
But both will be same.
Both will give
Yeah.
you
Z
the
simple
same
for
region,
both
right?
of them.
Yes,
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah.
and that is the circle, unit circle radius. Yeah, unit circle. So it's just radius 1.
Unit
So
circle.
yeah, r goes from 0 to 1, right? So we can convert this double integral in polar form because that is easy to handle here, right? So yeah,
Yes. So
so
2 hours. Go ahead.
mm, so x square plus y square plus z dA is r dr d
Square
theta,
plus
right?
d theta. Yeah.
r dr d theta.
Yeah.
We can even convert that z to z in form in the terms of xy. So dx square like 2x square plus y square, and what is z? Z they have
1
already given
minus r square
1 minus x square minus y square plus 1 minus x square
minus r square.
r dr d theta. Okay, so this is nothing but x square plus y square plus 1, right? Simplified this.
Yeah.
Now we can set
Yeah.
up the double
So it
integral
becomes
here.
r cube plus
This is r square.
yeah
Okay, fine. We
r
should have used
cube
bracket
plus
properly.
1
Should have used bracket.
dr d theta. Yeah.
So r square plus 1, so that will give you
Yeah.
r cube plus r dr d theta. R goes from 0 to 1, theta goes from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, now you can simplify this to get the answer as 3 pi by 2. You will get the answer 3 pi by 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the amount of flux passing through the given surface. Okay, now
Yeah.
okay, now suppose my surface is simple closed surface. Okay, if my surface is simple closed surface, like in the previous topic about in Green's theorem, the Green's theorem is applied to non-conservative vector field over closed surface, simple closed curve, over simple closed curve, right? If the vector field is conservative, what would be the work done?
0.
Zero. So Green's theorem is applied for non-conservative vector field, right? So here also, if suppose my surface is simple closed curve, okay, we'll talk about the work done, that part in Stokes theorem, that is the generalization of Green's theorem. But right now we are finding out the flux, the amount of flux, the amount of vector field, okay, or the that charge, you can say the capacitor gives the charge, right? So that the amount of flux passes through the given surface is being calculated by this double integral. Okay, now the thing is, if S is simple closed surface, okay, so which terms, like have we discussed anything before that gives you the idea about the amount of vector field emerging out from the given small region?
Yeah. That is flux.
No, no, the amount of flow emerging out from a neighborhood of a point is called divergence. Remember that,
Oh, okay.
right? So see,
Yeah.
we are doing the same
So
thing. We are
rate of
finding out
flow.
the rate of flow is
Yeah. Yeah.
nothing but the divergence concept here, right? So what the amount of flux, the amount of flow is like passes through, it's coming out from the neighborhood of a point is called divergence, right? So that this flux integral for a simple closed surface can be written as, write down, triple integral over region T divergence f dv. Okay, so this gives the idea about the amount of flux passes through the given surface. Okay, so it is simplified form of that, like it's like easy to use, isn't it? Because our surface is of three-dimensional figure, right? So triple integral is easy to handle in that case, isn't it? So that region T is basically three dimensional. So that should corresponds to dV, right? Our region T is three dimensional. So the idea of the flux is basically the amount of flow passes through the given surface is nothing but the triple integral over region T, okay, and divergence of F. So what is divergence of F? How do we calculate divergence of F?
So similar to what we just did, right? Because
No, no, no. Divergence of F is del operator dotted with F, the vector field, right? Del dot F is the divergence of F. You can refer the notes later. We discussed curl and divergence, right? So the curl was the cross product and
oh,
divergence was the dot product,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
right? So that was partial derivative of p with respect to x plus partial derivative of q with respect to y plus partial derivative of r with respect to z. So this is called divergence theorem.
Okay, okay.
Okay. What does this divergence theorem give us?
So where, yeah,
It gave us the flux, the amount of flux.
flux only, yeah,
Yes.
the neighborhood region.
The amount of flux for the entire region, for the entire surface, because we have used the triple integral here, right?
Yeah.
So instead of double integral, since we have a surface, it is recommended to use triple integral because we have a three-dimensional surface, right? Three-dimensional region here. Okay, now write down one question on this. The only condition for the divergence theorem is we should have simple closed surface. Okay. Okay. Now write down a question on this. Find the flux through vector field F is equal to x plus sine j I cap plus 2y cos x j cap plus 3z plus tan y k cap over the surface x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9. Okay. Are we given the closed simple closed surface here? What is the surface?
Yeah, we're given the surface, it's a sphere,
Sphere,
it's a
yes.
closed sphere. So,
So this is
yeah.
the simple closed surface, right? So we can use divergence theorem to find out the flux. Okay. So what is divergence theorem? The flux is nothing but triple integral for region T
Yeah.
divergence of given vector field dv.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, this is F. Yeah. So F will be 1 plus 2 plus 3. F is
Yes.
1 plus 2 plus 3 del. Del F is 1 plus 2 plus 3 del dot F, which is
So if you will find out the
6.
partial derivative of
Okay.
f with respect to x, right? What is
Yeah.
that?
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
1,
1 plus 2 plus 3, so which is 6,
2 plus 3. Yeah. 6. Yeah.
right?
So,
So we'll simply
triple
plug that
integral.
value here to find out the flux here. 6 dB. Now since our surface is sphere, okay, that dB is spherical coordinate system. Do you remember the spherical coordinate system? How to handle the spherical coordinate system here? How do we change dB to the spherical coordinate system? Rho
Yeah.
square
What we did
sine,
with the spherical wedge, right?
yes, rho square sine phi d rho
Yeah.
d phi d theta, right? So dV will be changed to this. Now we have to find out each quantity here. What is phi, rho, and theta? Okay. So since x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 9 is given, 9 or 4? It's 4. It's not 9, it's 4. Okay. So x square plus y square plus z square is equal to rho square, right? This is the equation of the sphere. So rho square is equal to
Yeah.
4, rho is equal to 2. Okay. How to find out? Like we'll go for rho simple first, right? We go for rho simple first.
Yeah.
So how to find out rho simple here? What is the lower and upper limit of rho? So to find out that, if you can remember, we will draw the trace of the surface on YZ plane. You remember this? We find out the trace of the surface on YZ plane, right? So x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 4. On YZ plane, x will be 0, right?
Yeah.
We are given x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 4. On YZ plane, x is equal to 0, right? Isn't it? So x is equal to 0
Yeah.
will give you y square
Yeah.
plus z square is
X
equal to 4. That's a surface. Sorry, that's a circle
yeah.
with radius 2.
Circle
Okay.
radius 2. Yeah.
Yeah. And rho goes from 0 to 2 here. Rho goes from 0 to 2. Right. And we can define phi also here itself. Phi goes from 0 to what?
Pi by 4.
Phi. See, this is the
It
entire.
won't be the right because
See, phi is
we'll
always.
consider only half of the whole.
Yeah, because phi is always between 0 to pi. See, rho was
Yeah.
between 0 to 2 because rho goes from 0 to 2 here. We draw the trace of the surface on YZ plane. I have drawn only half circle because you should not confuse with, we have a full circle here, but phi always goes from,
Yeah. Yeah. Because it twists, we can. Yeah. Yeah.
phi always goes from 0 to pi. If you go in other way around, it will also goes from
Because it
0 to
rotates
pi.
that also, right?
Yes, yes, okay. And to find out theta here, what we do, we set z is equal to 0 and we draw the trace of the surface on xy plane, so that will give you theta, right? So if we set z is equal to 0, we will get x square plus y square is equal to 4, right? It will simply give you theta, which goes from 0 to 2 pi. You'll have to revise everything, maybe, sir, right?
Yeah.
So theta goes from 0 to 2 pi. Are you sure with this now? Rho goes from 0 to 2, pi goes from 0 to pi, and theta goes from 0 to 2 pi.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's set up the triple integral to find out the flux. So rho goes from 0 to 2, pi goes from 0 to pi, theta goes from 0 to 2 pi. We had 6 there. Rho square sine phi. Okay. And what was the order? D rho, d phi, d theta. solve this.
Yeah. Two zero five by 8 by 3 48 by 3 sine 5 sine 5 minus cos 5 minus cos 5 pi 0 5 minus cos pi would be 1, right? Cos pi is minus 1.
Cos pi is
Pi.
minus 1. Yes.
Yeah. So minus cos pi is 1. Okay. Yeah. 2.
You can refer screen also. In case of difficulty.
Yeah.
Right? You
Yeah.
can.
Could you scroll up to the
Yes,
question?
yes, yes.
Last one, 0 to 5. 2, 5. Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
64.
So the second question on this topic right now, we have to find out flux of F is equal to x y square I cap plus y z square j cap plus z x square k cap across surface x square plus y square is equal to 4, z is equal to 0, z is equal to 5, cylinder. Right? This is basically cylinder, right? X square plus y square is
Yeah.
equal to 4,
Yeah. Yeah.
z
From
is
Z
equal to
0.
0 to pi. Okay,
Circle
z
from
is equal to 0
height
to 5. Its circle
5.
along z axis, it will give you the cylinder. Is it closed? Simple closed surface?
Yeah.
It is simple closed surface because it is like
Yes.
it is bounded by
So
two plane. Z is
del
equal to
dot
0 and z is
F
equal to
is
5.
equal to, yeah. So del dot F is equal to
Yes.
y square plus z squared plus x squared.
Just a second. So divergence of
So
f is
yeah.
equal to y square plus z square
Triple
plus
integral
x
d
square. Yes, it will give you the
Yeah.
triple integral,
Triple integral t
yeah, x square plus y square plus
t
z
x
square
squared plus y
dv,
squared plus z squared.
right? We'll go
Then
for,
now
see, this is
spherical.
cylindrical coordinate system. We got
Yeah.
cylinder here, so we can use cylindrical coordinate system, right? That is nothing but the polar coordinate system with z,
Right.
with z simple. Remember?
Yeah. So so we can make it r square.
Yes. So let's set up the, see, z simple means z goes from 0 to 5 here, and we'll draw the region R
5.
on xy
Yeah.
plane. So on xy plane, if you draw the region, you will get a circle, right?
The circle.
With radius, with
Yeah.
radius 2. Okay, with radius 2. So R goes from 0 to 2. Any doubt so far? And
How do we
theta,
know radius 2?
it is given in
Is
the
it given
question.
in the?
It is given. Just a second. See here. Look
Oh,
at the question. X square plus y square is equal to 4. Right? You will find
yeah.
the projection of that on xy plane. So r goes from 0 to 2, theta goes from 0 to 2 pi. So we can set up the triple integral here as z goes from 0 to 5, r goes from 0 to 2, theta goes from 0 to 2 pi. Okay, cylindrical coordinate system. So dv will change to r dz dr d theta, right? R dz dr d theta, and we have
Yeah.
x square
R
plus
D.
y square plus
Yeah.
z square. Okay, all terms except z containing term will be changed to r, because the next variable we are going to integrate is with respect to r.
Yeah. So it's r squared,
0 to
r
2
cubed plus
pi
r
r.
z squared.
Yes, 2 z is equal to 0 to 5 r square plus z square r dz dr d theta. Okay, now we can simplify this. 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2, 0 to 5 r cube r z square dz dr d theta is equal to 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2. I hope you will be following these steps, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Easy. Easy.
0 to
Yeah.
2 pi, 0 to 2, 5 r cube plus 125 by 3 r dr d theta. 0 to 2 pi, 5 by 4 r4 plus 125 by 6 r square. 0 to 2 d theta. 0 to 2 pi, 20 plus 250 by 3 d theta. Okay. 0 to 2 pi, 310 by 3 d theta. So 310 by 3 theta, 0 to 2 pi, 620 by 3 pi.
Yeah.
Got the same answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So see, this divergence theorem is applicable for the simple closed surface. If your surface is closed, if it is like sphere, cylinder, if it is closed surface, then only divergence theorem is applicable. If it is not closed surface, then what we did before divergence theorem would be applicable. Got the idea here? Okay.
Parameterized, right?
Yeah, this parameterize. Okay, minus p
Or
g
open.
g
Yeah.
partial derivative of g with respect to x minus q and that stuff. Okay, that formula. Now the next is Stokes theorem. We are about to complete the whole
Yeah.
calculus 3 here.
2 years worth of portion done
Yes,
in 3 months. Good, good.
I feel little emotional because we really enjoyed this calculus 3.
Every 2 weeks in my yeah, we have to write papers on. They give us topics.
Hmm,
We have to write IE style papers on every topic.
on every topic.
I'll send them to you just like that. You can read them from
Okay, okay. So like
every semester.
okay,
That 15% of the grade is a research on
o-
math in math.
okay, okay. So like
So it's
I
like doing 2 IAs every
okay.
yeah
Ukla, your
every
university
month,
is Ukla,
every
no?
month, every 2 months.
Ukla.
Yeah,
So it's like
but it's
research
same for
oriented
universities
university.
also. No, no, it's the same for my friend at Canada.
Okay.
My friend at University of Toronto yesterday. He wrote a good paper also. The topic was pretty weird.
Okay.
Like if it is raining, should
Hmm.
you like something like skateboard? I don't know, something weird. How you should go from one point to another, and it was completely based on calculus. Well,
Send all those questions to me. I'll go through that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Because this
yeah.
Sean does not have this stuff. He has only linear algebra. We started with linear algebra. It's
Sean,
fun.
what he did, there's a very popular method what he has used. His approach is a different approach. It is not as popular as this, but he started with linear algebra. Usually,
Hmm.
people don't start with that,
Hmm.
but some people start with linear algebra. Even in my college, some people are starting with linear algebra, and then at the end of this year, and they start with the second year, they'll do this. Like at the start of the
So
second year,
it's
they'll
up to
start with this.
like it's up to student what plan student choose here.
It depends on what the student has done before and the prerequisite. So
Okay. Okay.
before you take any course,
Yeah.
you need to satisfy prerequisites.
Yes.
So since we
So,
got IB seven
but
in math, I
Sean and
decided
you,
to start from
you guys
32
have done
grade.
IB only, no? So, you both have done the
Yeah, yeah,
same curriculum before. Then how he has opted for linear
yeah.
algebra
But
and you?
linear is not related to. You can
Okay.
start linear algebra fresh, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Topic.
yeah,
It's a fresh.
yeah. It's first topic.
But personally, I don't understand that method. If you've just finished calculus, it's the ideal thing is to finish calculus 3 completely and then start linear algebra. According to me,
No,
majority people do that only, but around
it's not
30% of
related.
students do.
It's not related.
Yeah, yeah. That is why 30%, 30% of students start with linear algebra because they want to
Okay.
do something fresh.
So you'll be having linear algebra
Yeah.
maybe at second or third year. Or you
Second
won't.
year, midway, second year, I'll have linear algebra.
Okay, okay, fine.
In that document which I've sent you with the syllabus, I think the
Mhm.
fifth or sixth course is linear algebra.
I don't have full syllabus. I think. Let me check. Second year
Yes.
calculus 3, then 33A is this is like differential equation, linear equation, exact second. Yeah, you have some different approach to this maybe because
30A, 30, 33A, 33. So
Yeah,
after this only, once this
yeah,
gets over, Divergence theorem,
yes. It has
then
your
this starts.
like
Yeah. So
your
I think second year,
syllabus has different approach to that topic. It's based mainly on differential equation rather than linear algebra.
for
So
linear algebra.
yeah, no, basically, see, there are two aspects: linear algebra and differential equation. So your syllabus has
Yeah.
more focus on differential equation. See, even the topic, the book name is differential
Yeah.
equation. Maybe when I'll go through, see, because they have not mentioned anything about the basic of linear algebra here. They have direct started with, like, if you look at
Yeah.
2.6, exact differential equation, maybe in 2 point separable. Okay, so the differential equation that we have studied in IB, they have started with that topic, separable equations 2.2. Okay,
Yeah. And they've done that.
yeah, you can see 9.13 here, 9.13. That is linear system with constant coefficient,
Yeah.
okay, and exponential of it. So these stuffs are like mix. In your syllabus, it is more about differential equation rather than the linear algebra, the matrix part that the Sean is doing right now.
Okay. Yeah. So
Fine.
I'll have that in second year of what Sean is
Second
doing.
year.
I'll have it next year.
Okay. So let's complete this before time over.
Stokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stokes theorem. Okay. So as I said, it is generalization of the Green's theorem. So Green's theorem basically find out the work done, along the simple closed curve, right? So the line integral, when we started with
Yeah.
the Green's theorem, before Green's theorem, we did the line integral, right? Over curve, over curve. So what this calculate for you?
Yeah. The work done.
Very good. So if my curve is simple closed curve, I put circle over integral sign, right? And according to Stokes theorem, if
Yeah.
my curve is connected, if my curve is simple closed curve, right? So basically, see, we dealt with Green's theorem where we consider that the region occupied by that closed curve, right? We consider the region because when we set up the double integral, we consider that region while discussing about the double integral, while setting up the double integral, isn't it? Our region was on xy plane, right? The curve, that simple closed curve, is basically planar curve, right? Now, if suppose my curve is no longer on plane, it's on a space, okay? If it is if it is in three-dimensional space, then what we do to find out work done, okay?
Hmm.
So there we use the Stokes theorem. So what Stokes theorem talk, like, what is the formula of Stokes theorem? We convert that curve, okay, that closed curve occupies some surface, some area, right, some region. So that is changed to S curl of f ds. Okay, so this is the Stokes theorem where C is no longer a planar curve, not on a plane. Okay, so you can write, see, this work done now can be calculated as a surface integral. Okay, can you see this ds? This is surface integral, right? Okay, so you can write here that
Yeah.
the work done along C through F, through vector field F, equals the flux. Okay, see, this gives you the flux, isn't it? This gives you the flux the amount of vector field passes through the surface. So this also gives you the flux. This is very cool. Like this includes everything. So this also gives you the
Yeah.
flux of the curl of F. Okay. Now curl of F is also a vector field. If you find out the curl of F, that also a vector field, right? Because curl of F is nothing but the vector system of vector, right? That will give you the vector. Curl of F is basically the vector product of del operator with F, right? So that will also give you the system of vector. So curl of F is also the vector field. So what it gives us, the flux of curl of F. See, understand this. See, F is something else. F is vector field. Curl of F is also vector field, right? Curl of F is also vector field. So if I replace this curl of F by some different notation, like maybe quoted the F with quotes, okay? So that's also vector field. So vector field dot ds over like double integral the
Yeah.
surface integral of through that new vector field is nothing but the flux. Are you getting that idea here? But that flux is basically for the new
Is
vector
nothing
field,
but.
the flux. But that flux,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
amount of vector field is for the new vector field. It's not for the given vector field. For the given vector field, it will
No.
calculate work
Yeah.
done for us, right? So curl of F across any surface where C is the boundary of that surface. C is the boundary of that surface. So this is very important line. Consider curl F as a new vector field. Okay. So the flux, the amount of vector field passes through the given surface is the that is for the new vector field. That is for curl F, because curl F will also give you a vector field, the system of vector, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's write the summary of this. So the work done is nothing but the line integral over some curve, okay, over some simple closed curve, that is nothing but the curl of F ds, right? The surface integral, that is same as the new vector field F ds. That new vector field is nothing but the curl of F, right? And if we have new vector field F, we can simplify this by, since the given surface is closed, since the given surface is simple closed surface, we can use the divergence theorem for that new vector field. See, I always quote that new vector field, okay, dv for as a simple closed surface, or if we don't have simple closed surface, then we can use this, where S is a surface, C is equal to G of X comma. So this is the summary of the everything that we have studied today, and the yeah, today itself,
Yeah.
right? If we have a simple closed surface, we can use divergence theorem. But this divergence theorem is applied for the new vector field, and that new vector field is nothing but the curl F. And for the given vector field, it will calculate work done for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now write down the last question.
Yeah.
Calculate this f x y z is equal to cos g I cap plus x square j cap 2y k cap. Let's see the intersection of plane z is equal to 2 minus x and x square plus y square is equal to 4. Okay. So first verify whether it is simple closed surface or not.
Yeah. So it is it's like a
So what is x square plus y square is equal to 4?
it's a circle,
No, it's a cylinder.
but it'll be a cylinder because it'll have a z component also. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
But
So it's a
yeah,
cylinder and z is equal to 2 minus x. We'll slice that cylinder
so it'll be a
at
cut.
some
Yeah, yeah.
height. Okay. So it is basically the closed simple surface. Simple closed surface. Okay. So
Yeah,
we can find out work done. This is nothing but the work done, right? This is nothing but the work done. So we can calculate this work done for the simple closed curve by applying Stokes theorem, which is nothing but the surface integral over curl of f. So let's find out curl of f. So what is curl of f?
yeah.
Del del x, del
A
y, del z. Now what is p, q and r? Do you recognize p, q and r here?
cos z
Yes.
x square and
Very good.
2 cos
P,
z
q
x square
and
and
r.
2y.
Yes. So cos z x square 2y. So we'll find out this 2 minus 0. You can verify each and every step here. 0 plus
It's
sine
2,
z j cap
2
plus
minus 0 and
x k.
minus uh, minus z 0 minus sine z, so plus sine z, yeah, j cap plus at 2x minus plus 2x, yeah.
So this
So there,
curl of f will give you the new vector field, right? We can simplify another way here. This curl of
yeah,
f will give you the new vector field, and that is 2 I cap minus sine j cap plus 2x k cap, isn't it? This is the new vector
yeah,
field. So we can find out, or we can simplify this surface integral by this term, where p, q and r are the new, the
new
component
terms.
of new vector field, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. So it becomes
And here z is equal to g of
v
x comma y. So z is given as 2 minus x. So what is gx? The partial derivative g with respect to x?
yeah is minus 1,
Minus 1. Partial derivative g with respect to y?
0.
0. So we can calculate the work done here by just plugging these values in the formula.
plus P, some plus P,
2 plus 2x dA. Okay.
D. Yeah.
Now let's find out the region. See, our region is D here, right? And that D is nothing but the projection of S on xy plane. So let's define the region here, right? Isn't it? That D is nothing but the projection of S on xy
Yeah.
plane. So we are given z is equal to 2 minus x. So on xy plane z is equal to 0. On xy plane z is 0, right? So 0 is equal to 2 minus x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 2 is this line. Okay. Now the second equation is x square plus y square is equal to 4.
Yeah.
X square plus y square is equal to 4. So that is nothing but the circle of radius 2, center at 0, 0. Right. So we can convert this dA in polar form, and we know that x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta in polar form. So now let's set up the double integral here. R goes from 0 to 2. We know that dA will be converted to r dr d theta. 2 plus 2 x is r cos theta. Put bracket, right? And theta goes from 0 to 2 pi. Are you following this?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Put
so
2
0 to 2
outside.
pi, 0 to 2, 2r plus 2r square
Square cos.
cos theta dr d theta.
Yeah. 2 dr.
Now 0 to 2 pi r square plus 2 by 3 r cube cos theta 0 to 2 d
3
theta.
cos 0. What was the first number? 0 to 2.
So theta
Cos theta. 3 theta.
0 to 2 pi,
2 theta
and that is equal to 8 pi.
by 3 sin theta. What's the last limit? 2 pi to 0. Yeah. So 4 theta plus 16 by 3 sin theta, which is 0 to 2 pi. Yeah, sine 2 pi is 0, right? Yeah, it is 0. Yeah, 8 pi. Yeah, 4 into 2 pi. 8 pi.
So what is this? This is work
This
done.
is Stokes
This is work done,
work done. Yeah.
right? Through the given vector field. So
Work. Yeah.
so at sharp level 30 we could finish this.
Yeah.
And this is the end of calculus 3.
Yes.
Now I think I will never teach you like this anymore after this. Now we can solve questions
Maybe
if
we
you
don't
want.
know.
This was a kind of package, like
Could end up
it
having.
motivates me to record the video, it motivates me to upload the video. It's like be professional little bit. So I could do because of you people only. Really. Thanks to you guys.
Yeah.
You and Sean and Dev also. You can convey the message. Okay.
Yeah.
So please let me know your plan on WhatsApp.
Okay.
We'll work accordingly. Okay.
Plan for.
Whatever plan you have, you send me the IA paper, whatever. If you want any guidance from me, I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Just,
Yeah,
just for just for reading sake. It's not my paper. It's some. Yeah. Yeah. My
yeah,
friend did
definitely.
at university. Yeah. It's an interesting topic. Yeah. Yeah. I'll send it.
Yeah, it enhance my knowledge
Okay, sir. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much,
So
sir.
meet you,
We have
yeah.
been together for 2 years. We had started in September 2018, if I'm not wrong.
No,
So
May. Okay,
it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
a,
That you are saying from the beginning, yeah.
we started first in
September
September
2018. Yeah, yeah.
2018. Yeah.
I also remember that. We started with the trigonometry. I can also like
Yeah.
recall that. We started with trigonometry, unit
With
circles,
basics,
basic trigonometry.
and now we have finished Calculus 3, sir.
Yes.
Thanks to you.
So we have
All
completed
all my
whole
concepts are
calculus.
very clear now.
Are you satisfied
Yeah.
thoroughly? Like,
All my concepts.
are you enjoyed thoroughly satisfied with the approach?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Yeah. It
Fine.
kept getting better, more and more good with better with time.
Yeah,
So that was also great. And every time I get a report card with for math, I'll send you the picture of my grade.
yeah,
Let's see.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
Okay.
See you again.
Keep
Bye
in touch,
bye.
sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take. Bye.